Hi Taurus, my name is Abby. This will be your reading for the next few days. Let's see. I have an Instagram and website I'm going to put in the description box. Okay. 5 of Pentacles in reverse. And then the 9 of Wands. You are trying to prepare yourself, and you're trying to get all of your stuff in order, but finances could be a problem. You're running into walls because you don't have the money to do what you want to do, or some of you could be coming out of a depression. Some of you have had to pick yourself up after having a really hard time with something. Why is the 5 of Pentacles here? Why is the 5 of Pentacles here, please? The 4 of Pentacles. Both of them are in reverse. You had to let go of either a person or an emotional attachment to somebody from your past, and it was really hard for you to move on from that, either the person or the past memories. Something about your past memories kept you still for a long time. There's no movement with these cards. Some of you really it's somebody that could have passed away and you really miss them. I feel like you still miss them. This is like your energy, and you're coming out of that feeling stuck about it, but you really miss them. It could have been an ex. I feel for a lot of you it was somebody that passed away. I'm sorry to hear that. Alright, what are the blockages for Taurus, please? But yeah, for a lot of you, there's a lot of financial problems. Not for all of you, but for a lot of you. What are the blockages for Taurus? November 24th. Blockages. Okay, did you guys see that? I flipped. I don't want you guys to think I'm like cheating or something. Okay. Knight of Wands. So you could have a Sagittarius in your life, or an Aries or a Leo, but this is the card for Sagittarius. So your blockages are coming up as being optimistic, having a hard time being optimistic, having a hard time moving forward. I feel like you want to, but you just feel like you can't make yourself get up and be happy. It's just, you don't want to force that feeling. I don't blame you. And you shouldn't. I think whatever you're going through is something that needs to be processed fully. Not just a little bit, but you need to take your time with this. And I'm hoping that you're not trying to push yourself to being happy and faking that around people or something like that. Don't push yourself with that. Really embrace this, even if it's hard, because you need to process that. You need to let those feelings out. If you move on too quickly, you're still going to hold on feelings to this. You'll never let it go. You need to let it go now. Take your time. And then in the future, you can enjoy life again. It doesn't, it's not all rainbows and butterflies all the time. And the people around you shouldn't be pushing you to feel that way either. They're like, oh, well, it happened 5 years ago, let it go. It's like, no, it doesn't matter. It's not their journey, it's your journey. You let it go on your own terms. What is in the recent past for Taurus, please? Recent past for Taurus. Okay. Oh, Temperance. So there's a struggle with balance. There's a struggle with balance here, and it's an inner balance. I don't think, for some of you, it could be that you're trying to make too many people happy at one time, or you're trying to do too much at one time, like go to work and then go to school and have a family, and it's like it's too much. But it's just, you have a struggle with balancing things out in your life. To some people, it feels like some things in their life deserve more energy than others, and you're not that type of person. To you, it feels like everything deserves as much energy as you can give it, right? But understand that you need to prioritize that list of importance. Not everything has to have so much importance to the point where you feel drained. You can still give things energy, but make sure that it's worth your time. Make sure that whoever you're giving to, that whoever you're giving that energy to is giving that back to you. Okay? Make sure there's a give and take with relationships in your life. What is in the near future for Taurus, please? One more card, please. Near future. Okay. It's just... Okay. You could have a Libra in your life. Some of you some of you were involved, just some of you were involved in a third-party situation, and you were either involved in it and you found out, or you were like the mistress or something and you had to choose to walk away. But either way, whichever way it went, it was very painful. This could have been a situation where you thought like the wife or the husband was going to leave and that they were going to be with you, because the High Priestess would be like a mistress type of energy, and it didn't happen that way, and you felt like there was a lack of justice on your end. Others of you, a lot of you were possibly cheated on, and you found out, you spoke up about it. That's interesting, because the Knight of Wands is like some would consider it like a cheating type of guy, like a guy, it could be a female, but it's like a person who cheats, right? They're very fast, so to speak, and that's coming up as a blockage for you. So yeah, someone in your life who is like that. Okay. But either way, you feel like there was an injustice about it. With this Justice card being in reverse, you feel like they weren't served justice. Whoever did you wrong wasn't served justice. on the other end of that, you could have been the one that cheated, and you were trying to juggle that relationship, right? Something that it was like it gave you a thrill to cheat, right? Gave you a thrill. And it was almost like you wanted to stop. This is just for some of you. It's just I'm just seeing different stuff, but you wanted to stop but you just got a thrill from it, and then you'd stop for a little bit and you just go back to it. But you seen that you were like hurting the people around you, and you wanted to let go. You wanted to stop. It was either, goes both ways. Either everyone found out about it. For some of you, you were able to contain that. and it didn't, like, justice wasn't served. Regardless of how it worked out, for who it worked out. I'm seeing a lot of stuff. Justice wasn't served, okay? It's the main message here. And there was an imbalance. Those are the common ground with all these different messages. Also, the full energy, the full card is also common ground because it's a new beginning. So, yeah, I'm seeing a lot of you walked away, had a new beginning. Stopped cheating, had a new beginning. Like, you were the mistress and you stopped doing it, and you had, like, there's a new beginning for you, regardless of your situation. There's a new beginning coming. This is in your near future. Sometimes justice isn't served. It's just, that's life. Not, in my opinion, life is not fair. That's just my opinion. Sometimes people don't get caught for things. Sometimes, people don't serve their jail time that, normal people think they should. Like, just sometimes it's just that way. And that's something that you have to accept. If you're on the receiving line of, like, the damage done, you have to accept that it's not always going to be fair. Karma doesn't, I do believe in karma. Sometimes we can't see the karma that comes around. I think that's what this situation is that karma will come, and I think you have to be at peace with knowing that. But I don't think you'll be able to see that karma happen in their lives, right? If you were on the receiving line of the bad stuff done. But there's a new beginning, and it's coming. But you have to first, like I was talking about, you have to move on. But like I said, don't rush it. You need to take your time and process it, and then move on, okay? Really move on. Like, I feel like a lot of people say that they've moved on, and they haven't. It's something that they have to, that's, this constant struggle. Most people don't see it. It's hidden very well. But don't do that. Move on for it. For yourself. Not for anyone else. Okay. We got that out of the way. Whew, I have to take a deep breath after that. Okay. What is in the environment for Taurus, please? Okay. Yeah, 10 of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords. It's within the family, your family, so your children, your wife, your husband, whatever. It's your family that you've created, and that's where the problem is. Or it's just in your family. It could just be that way, but I'm seeing it like being the family you've created. And the 9 of Swords. You went from the 10 to the 9. You went from feeling abundant and happy and cared for to feeling like what happened. Like, I think you're trying to figure out how this all happened, and you're trying to puzzle everything together. And you're not sleeping, and I'm seeing you sleeping alone, so you could, you know, kick them out of the bed or something. You're like, go sleep on the couch, that kind of energy. But yeah, but it's sad because you really feel alone. It's like you went from feeling so much being around you to just feeling beside yourself. I'm seeing Libra again with these, there's little scales on the blanket, those little balances. I don't know if you can see them. Kind of hard to see my camera. There. And Gemini as well. But yeah, you went from feeling a lot to feeling a loss. So, in your environment. Spirit, what advice do you have for Taurus, please? What advice do you have for Taurus? November 24th, 2018. Advice for Taurus, please. One more card, please. Advice for Taurus. Okay, there it is. Yeah. The Page of Wands in reverse and the Queen of Cups with strength. So like I said, there's fire energy here as well. Scorpio. Okay, Page of Wands. I'm hearing take a step back. If you want to see how this all happened, because I'm seeing you really trying to evaluate this whole situation. Like I said, with the Nine of Swords, you're trying to puzzle it all together. How did this happen? If you want to see how it happened, this sounds like a riddle. I hate riddles, but this is what Spirit's telling me to say. If you want to see how it happened, take a step back. Go to the water. Any body of water. Okay, the beach, a lake, a pool. Like, sit in the bathtub. Like, just go to water. When you're in the water, meditate and listen. I'm hearing that you need to listen. Yeah, just listen. If you can stop your thoughts for a second and listen, and you're gonna have to do it more than one time. It's not like gonna be a one-time thing and you just poof, magic, like you now you understand. Like, it's gonna take time, but just keep doing that and it'll come together. Don't wait around. Don't wait around for inspiration. You have to go find it. And go find it by try different things until you find something that works for you. And what I mean by that is like a hobby. You need to find a hobby. But don't sit there and wait around until you find your niche. You need to go find it. Like, do new things and find something that you really enjoy doing. That'll help you. Okay, that's your spiritual, my medium advice. Okay. What is the outcome for Taurus, please? Outcome. Outcome for Taurus, November 24th. The Magician. One more card, please. One more card. I'm sorry, my monitor turned off. Okay, we have 2 more cards. Okay, or 4. 3 more. Okay. The Emperor, the Ace of Pentacles, the Hermit, and the Magician. Give me just a second, please. So, some of you are doing magic to try to control a situation. Just throwing that out there. Not that it matters, I guess. Some of you are magical. All of you are magical, but some of you know how to do it. Okay. And the Ace of Pentacles and the Hermit. I'm telling you that you need to meditate near or in water. And I'm not seeing you taking my advice with this Hermit card in reverse. Do you see how he is near water and he's by himself and he is in a meditative state? Okay, well this is in reverse, which is telling me that you're not doing that. Please, you have the ability to change the cards. Change them. This is the whole point in tarot. It's like a heads up, you know, it's just a big heads up, that's all. Ace of Pentacles in reverse. You need to create a new reality for yourself. You need to create new options for yourself. They are not going to fall out of the sky. You need to start working on them, even if it's you taking, like, just putting back like 10 cents a day and then one day reaching your goal. Like, I don't know. It's what I'm hearing, what I'm seeing you doing, what I'm seeing you need to do is do little steps every single day. Just a little something every single day to get you closer to your goals. I'm seeing a lot of you guys kind of waiting for it to happen and not being active about it, and not to be rude or anything, but don't do that. Because you have such good control when you channel it. You have very good control over yourself, you're even able to control other people. Like, you'd be a good, like, boss. So channel that energy to get what you want. You don't need to use magic. You can channel just by yourself. You don't need to use your ancestors for help or anything. You could do it by yourself. But like I said, you also need to meditate and go within. So please take that advice. I don't see you doing it, so advice wasted, but no. Maybe one of you will. Even if one of you did, it'd be worth it for me. Alright, so thank you for watching. Please like, share, subscribe. Like I said, I have a website I'm going to link below, as well as an Instagram if you want to follow me on there. And I will talk to you guys in a few days. Bye.